Okay, so we all think we know how aging works, right? It's pretty much a one-way street. But what if? What if you could throw that whole thing in reverse? I mean, really run your biological clock backward. Where do you think you'd end up? I'll give you a hint. It's probably not what you're thinking. Let's really dig into this little thought experiment. So here's the big question we're tackling. If you could literally age backwards, where's the stopping point? Do you just become a baby again? Maybe hit your teenage years and stay there forever? Let's follow this idea all the way down the rabbit hole and see where it actually leads.
All right, let's start rewinding the clock on your life. The first part of this trip, well, it's gonna feel pretty familiar. It's kind of like hitting rewind on the movie of your life.
At first, it all seems super straightforward. You'd rewind from wherever you are right now, zip right past middle age, back through your awkward teenage years, then you're a little kid again, and poof, you're a baby. Simple enough, right? But here's the thing. That is not where the line ends. Not even close.
Yeah, this is exactly where things get weird. See, becoming a baby, that's not the final stop. The clock just keeps on ticking backward, right past the moment you were born, into territory we don't usually think about.
Okay, now we're crossing that threshold. We're officially going beyond birth, and the rewind button is about to get stuck on fast. Backward, I guess. It's gonna get pretty dizzying from here, so hold on tight.
First up, you'd rewind right back into the womb. You'd become a fetus again. Every single bit of development that led up to your very first breath, it all just starts to undo itself, piece by piece, in reverse.
But the clock doesn't stop. It keeps turning back. Before you were a fetus, you were an embryo. Just this tiny little cluster of cells, just starting to figure out what they were going to be. The whole process just keeps on unwinding.
And we keep going, all the way back until you're a zygote, just one single fertilized cell. I mean, this is it, right? The absolute ground zero for you as a unique biological being. But believe it or not, we're still not at the end of the road.
So, what happens if you try to rewind time on that one single cell? Well, this is the point where the whole idea of you as a single thing starts to just completely unravel.
Think about it. If time keeps going backwards, that one cell, the very first version of you, it can't stay together. It has to de-merge. It would literally split back into the two separate things that made it in the first place, a sperm cell and an egg.
And right there, in that instant, boom, the definition changes completely. You are no longer a single person. It's not about being younger anymore. You've become something totally different. You're not you, you're just the raw ingredients, the biological recipe that had the potential to become you.
So you see, the real stopping point on this backward journey isn't an age. It's not 18, it's not 2, it's not even being a baby. The final destination is non-existence. It's that moment right before the ingredients were mixed. The moment just before you physically existed at all. And this brings us to the final twist in the whole thing, because this isn't just about biology anymore. This whole exercise, it forces us to completely rethink what aging even is. It gives us a totally new perspective on what it even means to exist. So here it is, the big kind of mind-blowing conclusion we've been working our way towards. Aging backwards doesn't lead you back to your youth. It leads to non-existence. That whole fantasy of turning back the clock to be 21 again, it's just that, a fantasy. If you actually, truly reverse the biological process, you don't stop at your glory days. You just rewind yourself until you're gone.
And this quote really hits the nail on the head. Aging only makes sense while you exist. Reverse it far enough, and there is no you left to age. I mean, just let that sink in. The whole idea of getting older, or younger, it only works because there's a you for it to happen too. If you rewind a tape all the way to the very beginning, the tape player itself just disappears.
Which, leaves us with a much, much bigger question to chew on, doesn't it? If our existence starts and ends with, non-existence, and if our very beginning was just a combination of two separate parts, then what does it truly mean to exist in the first place? It's definitely something to think about.